must stack off against this range of flush draws and then nines of aces. And probably a few other things. All right, good luck. Beat clubs and fade. All right, we actually check back with top set on a very dry board. Queen 8-4, rainbow. We have top set against the small blind and under the gun. So I just check. Turn comes a jack of clubs, dollar bill bets, we call. There's some bad rivers, but especially when we check back flop, we're not going to be folding any rivers. It could be the 10 of clubs and we're not going to fold. So just hope we can do some bluffs here and or some value bets from worse hands too. Like that's true. They're going to value bet sets of jacks, sets of eights, sets of fours. They're also going to have 10-9. They're going to value bet jack 8. Sick. Really, really sick for them. We have 86,000 and we get our first bounty in this tournament for $125. Ace queen we raise. All in for a bounty for 12 blinds. We rejam here. Good luck. Risking 70 blinds against this opponent who has queens. It's an ace on the flop for a 250 bounty if we can dodge the one out. They have a set, but the side pot is huge. All right. So that's going to take us up to 150. We get 250 in bounties. Very fortunate there. I also don't think there's another option with our ace queen for what it's worth, but it's really close between bet and check. I think you can do a bit of both here. I don't like our stack depth. I'm going to check. If they're shorter, I think it's a very clear bet call. If they're deeper, we also don't mind betting as much. It's like we're right in the middle. Can we value bet queen 10? Probably. It's thin, but we have checked to the river, you know? We're going to get called from worst two pairs and stuff. And we can also have flushes and nut straights and stuff here. So I feel like we can bet. Ace queen. All right, beautiful hand. Look at these bounties right here, man. Beside us, sub 20 blinds. Even this one. Oh, Joshua isn't dealt in here. It's a friend of the stream anyways. We don't want Joshua's bounty. We want everyone else's. One's all in. I feel like we go for it here given the bounty, right? It's on the borderline and probably a fold without a bounty, but with it, I think it makes it clear that we rumble. So good luck us. For about 70% of a start stack, and then this would be 2 stacks. Wow, that is really wide. That's really wide with ace 8, I think. Ace 8-0. Okay. We get the bounty. We are salmon felt official. There is no salmon color, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to go with that. But 562.50 on our first bullet here in the 525 and in a great spot. This is a great flop, though. We have really good hands on a few tables. Just call. There's not the ace of clubs out there, which is irrelevant. You know, it's good to know. They bet the turn. I think we just call. Call the 3-bet against money make with a bounty in play. Without a bounty, I'd just fold ace queen off, but with it, I think we need to play. Call flop. Holds. Holds. Let's go, dude. Beautiful. Get another bounty. Up to about 800 in bounties there. They shut down with jacks. Oh. Wow. Raise get a call. Jack 7-3 on the flop. 2 spades with ace king clubs. Mostly bet, some check though. I think bet is right still. Raising the hijack against the big blind. Stack depths are advantageous. Board is quite dry. We have a stronger range in general. They have a lot of auto folds. Ace king gets value from some worse aces that have to continue, etc. So I think it's a bet for all those reasons. This is a really bad turn. Check, check. and then fold the river and just lose here, I think. How about the sevens here? We open Tom Vogelsang, 3 bets, 13,400. First impression is we call and we go to the flop. The hand that can make some very strong hands, but we might get something before then. No. Okay. Back to us, 9,200. Let's play. And check fold. Pretty bad flop for our hands. And for our range, it's okay. Some good, some bad. You know, we don't really have ace king. We don't have aces. We don't have kings. We don't have queens. But we have hands like king queen, like king jack, like king 10, like pocket 10s, like pocket 5s. You know, so some good and some bad with our range. It's a very small bet, 1/4 of pot, which makes this actually an edge hand because we want to continue with ace queen, ace jack, and queen jack. But what are our hands to fold? You know, if we're folding maybe 30% of our range here, is this in the bottom 30%? Probably just, but it's close. It shows the queen. I think it's, you know, we'll have hands like ace 8 suited sometimes, ace 7 suited, ace 6 suited, and those hands are worse if they don't have a backdoor flush draw. So, yeah. So we check call on 499. Turns a 4. It's a great card for our hand. It's a great card for our range. They probably don't have any 4s that just flat here. Maybe very occasionally 4-5 suited. The one combo of quads, right? And ace 4 suited, like less than half the time. They go small again. I'm not happy about this sizing choice by them. Take it down. Okay. 6, 12, 18, 24, 25. I think this is right, probably, given the stack size. Kings in this 525. Take it. All in with 8s against Arsini. Great player. Probably has us beat here. They do. We don't want to see a call, but we can just flop a set of 8s, which is fine. Makes life easy. Cool. Unlucky for them. Very lucky for us. We're up to 2 starting stacks. So we range bet small. They call. Turns a 9. Check, check. Rivers a 6. Hopefully they have ace deuce and we win. That's one of our only chances, I think. They have a deuce that tries to show down, basically, or 3s or 4s. Oh, come on. We're so fortunate, dude. We're so fortunate to run into that part of the range. I'm going to try and get a street of value here and then check river. Making the assumption my opponent is unbalanced, checking the turn, basically, by doing this bet. Yep. Let's go. Queen 8 of diamonds. Zero Machina. Check raise on 3-5-8 with clubs. We have to gamble here. It's a lot of chips, but yeah. We must stack off against this range of flush draws and then 9s to aces. And probably a few other things. All right. Good luck. Be clubs and fade. Yeah. Oh, man. It's really frustrating. We defend here against Toon Mulder. I think we check call here. I don't think we have that much check raise with the deuce on the board. And I don't think ace 10 is the right hand to do with. We have some showdown value with ace high, essentially. We can continue on any turn. Whereas a king high flush draw, queen high flush draw, jack high flush draw, those sort of gutters are going to be better candidates to mix with your jack 8s, with your 8s, with your now quad 2s. You know, your ace jack, king jack, queen jack. So I think that's going to be the strategy. Turns a deuce. We have a few more twos than Toon Mulder does. We don't have that many though. We don't continue with like deuce 8 offsuit or deuce 9 offsuit or deuce 10 offsuit, etc. So they shouldn't be that worried about that card. They check 9 of clubs on the river. There's going to be a lot of value bets here. Flushes, full houses, and trips can effectively value bet against the check turn. And so it's really hard to bluff enough from us in this spot, to be honest. We're not bluffing. We have a flush, but first impression is we must call with the nut flush. We are worried about jacks full and nines full, and that's... I guess 8's full could check sometimes too, but we shouldn't give full credit there. I mean, we're talking 6 or 7 combos here. They can be raising some worse flushes here as well. Like, it's possible they just raise the king high flush here. I think we have to call. It's pretty brutal, but I think we have to call with this hand. Okay. We take it down. 48,000. All right, ace queen is good. This is probably the one. We have $750 in bounties, but hopefully this is our first spin up. Pays 332 and there's 377 left. A must go with it situation. And probably looking good here. Most likely. 8s, 9s, jack 10 is the main sweat. Not 8s, 9s and jack 10. And we're in the money. 760 in cashed. 750 in the prize pool. Call it 1,500, dude. Yeah, we're rounding. But close enough. We have straight up queens with 12 blinds. This is the biggest sweat right now. Our queen 4 got through. This is the 525 bounty. Just get the double, man. You know? Just get the double here. Two outs. 1466 is our cash. GG. 2 pair against Ton Mulder. I think I want to go for a bet on the larger size here. I think the wheel cards is good for their range, right? They're going to have more straight draw sort of connection on this side of things. So I don't think we're going to actually c-bet a lot of this board. I think we're going to c-bet like half the time, and when we do, we're going to choose big sizing generally. How about aces in the 1K? We are going to call here in a sec. We've had some really good chances, and we've got aces all in the 1K right now. We cashed a tournament for 1,500. And we have gotten aces in for an 80,000 chip pot against 8s. For eight starting stacks.